this one. Might be that one. It's probably in that middle. Shabbat Shalom, Miss Rob, one love, pray to mighty Yessus. Shabbat Shalom, baby Christian. Hey, what's up? I'm waiting on all my audience to get on here. That's what's up. Oh yeah. Shabbat Shalom, Gabriel Ben Israel. Shabbat Shalom, video ninja. Shabbat Shalom, Prime. Praise the mighty up.
It's all about seeking his face, you dig? So I'm seeking his face, you dig? Yeah. I won't be envious against the wicked because I serve Yah. You can boast about your money while I boast about my Yah. Elohim is king, I'm forever bow down at his goodness and precious the truth and tell me why my people run the curses. My people praying to the same God of the enemy. Just cause we don't hate gon' treat don't mean that they afraid of me. Walking in integrity, praying to my heavenly. If you wanna make it to the land, I got the recipe. You order all love, Yahweh Elohim. If you ain't about this righteousness, you can't ride with my team. I'm a law reading thing, making the difference between the clean and the unclean. Yeah, I gotta do my thing. I can't handle fools around me now. Tyler told me that fools will get you killed. Ariel told me that. Must control your spirit ish. Israel told me that. Serve no other gods. Elisha told me that. Blesses the man who puts all the shit in Yahweh. Follow me. Curses the man who was evil. I can't stand the wicked man. Serving Yahweh is my joy. Proverbs on my joy. Proverbs on my
Shalom, brothers and sisters all over the world. I'm Yahuda ben Israel. I'm a Hebrew servant of the Most High Yah. And I want to give all honor, glory, worship, and praise to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Now, today's topic, I'm going to talk about the two Adams in the mark of Cain. Yahweh Almighty got good marks and he got bad marks. And I'm going to talk about both of them today. And Shabbat Shalom, Freezy. Shabbat Shalom, Chaco. Pray the mighty Yah, brothers and sisters. Now, I want to start off in the book of Genesis, the first chapter. Shabbat Shalom, Ben Yah. Pray the mighty Yah. Yeah, Genesis 1:1.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, Elohim created the heaven and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep.
Now, in the beginning, wasn't nothing here. Wasn't nothing on earth. It was just all space and darkness. Space and darkness, and wasn't nothing here. Read.
And the spirit of Elohim moved upon the face of the waters. And Elohim said, "Let there be light."
It was just waters. The darkness and waters.
And there was light. And Elohim saw the light, that it was good.
Now, Yahweh spoke the light in existence. He spoke, and there the light was.
And Elohim divided the light from the darkness. And Elohim called the light day, and the darkness he called night.
So he named them.
And the evening and the morning were the first day. And Elohim said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And Elohim made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so.
Now you notice he was by himself. He didn't have nobody with him when he was creating the earth. Nobody was with him. He did all this by himself. And you want to say JC was in the beginning with him and all that. That's a lie. Read.
And Elohim called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. And Elohim said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And Elohim called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And Elohim saw that it was good. And Elohim said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth."
You got this thing turned all the way up because Miss Rob ain't no sound. Make sure is it all the way up?
Yeah.
It's all the way up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, keep reading.
And the earth brought forth grass and herb yielding seed after his kind.
Now, after his kind, everything went after his kind now.
And the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind.
And after his kind, the apple trees go out to apple trees, and the oranges go out to the oranges.
And Elohim saw that it was good.
And Elohim saw that it was good.
And the evening and the morning were the third day. And Elohim said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and for years. And years."
That's what the lights are for, y'all. Okay.
And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth.
Talking about the moon and the stars and the sun too.
And it was so. And Elohim made two great lights.
Now he made two great lights by himself. Wasn't nobody with him.
The greater light to rule the day.
We know that's the sun.
And the lesser light to rule the night.
And we know that's the moon.
He made the stars also.
He made the stars also.
And Elohim set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And Elohim saw that it was good.
That's right. It was put on earth for that, not to worship.
And the evening and the morning were the fourth day.
He did that on the fourth day.
And Elohim said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth and the open firmament of heaven. And Elohim created great whales and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And Elohim saw that it was good. And Elohim blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply.
Now, do anybody know what be fruitful and multiply mean? Be fruitful and multiply mean keep on having it, keep on having sex, keep on having, offsprings.
And fill the waters in the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth. And the evening and the morning were the fifth day.
Now that's the fifth day. Now pay attention on this sixth day what he did. That's what I want right here, the sixth day.
And Elohim said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beasts of the earth after his kind. And it was so. And Elohim made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind.
Now the Almighty created all this in 6 days.
And Elohim saw that it was good. And Elohim said, let us make man in our image.
Now pay attention to this. This is what he did on the 6th day. Let us make man in our image.
After our likeness.
After our likeness.
And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea.
What is dominion? Dominion means be over some. Look up dominion. Now he put this first man had dominion over the animal. No, okay, over the fish in the sea. Dominion. It's D-O-M. D-O-M.
Dominion, the power of governing, rule, a territory or country ruled over.
Yeah, you ruling. When you got dominion in something, you ruling over something. That's right. So the Almighty put this man, Genesis 1:26, over the fish. And what else he put him over?
And over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth.
And over all the earth.
And over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
All the animals.
So Elohim created man in his own image.
So he created this man, invented, created.
And the image of Elohim created he him.
He him.
Male and female created he them.
That means it was two.
And
that means it was two. He said, read that 27 again, because I want this to sink in these people's head.
So Elohim created man in his own image.
He created man in his own image.
And the image of Elohim created he him.
He him.
Male and female created he them.
Male, and they were called male and female, not man and woman, male and female. A dog can be a male, but a dog can't be a man. Now watch this, y'all.
And Elohim blessed them.
He blessed them, meaning it was more than one. It was two, male and female. And it was two of them. He said, let's see what he said. He said, be fruitful and multiply. That means have plenty of kids and have plenty of sex.
And Elohim said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it.
And subdue it means conquer, be over it.
And have dominion over the fish of the sea.
Be over the sea, the animals.
And over the fowl of the air.
You be over all the animals.
and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth.
Because you male and female, you be over all the animals.
And Elohim said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed.
You have given them all the food in the garden,
which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, and the which is the tree, and the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed.
All the apple trees and orange trees. Watch this.
To you it shall be for meat.
Mean you can eat apples and oranges and peaches and pears.
And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. And Elohim saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day.
Now he did all this on the sixth day. Now watch this, y'all. What he gonna do after the Sabbath? He rested, because the sixth day he worked, the seventh day he rested, then he gonna go back to work and do something else. Watch this, read.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 1. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them.
And all the host of them.
And on the seventh day, Elohim ended his work which he had made.
He stopped working on the seventh day. The same thing you supposed to do. Set your tail down.
And he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made.
Yahweh rested on the seventh day from all his work.
And Elohim blessed the seventh day.
He blessed the seventh day. He didn't bless the third day or the fourth day or the fifth day. He only blessed the seventh day.
And sanctified it.
And he sanctified it.
Because that in it he had rested from all his work which Elohim created and made.
And he sanctified the seventh day because he rested from everything that he did.
These are the generations of the heavens and of the earth when they were created, in the day that Yahweh Elohim made the earth and the heavens.
He did everything by himself.
And every plant of the field before it was in the earth.
That's right.
And every herb of the field before it grew. For Yahweh Elohim had not caused it to rain upon the earth.
Now he had not caused it to rain upon the earth. Watch this.
And there was not a man to till the ground.
Listen, it wasn't no man then. The real man hadn't got here. He said male and female created he, them. Male, be fruitful, multiply. Genesis 1:26 is different than this. Wasn't no man on earth to till the ground. Now watch this. Now here come the man.
But there went up a mist from the earth,
read,
and watered the whole face of the ground. And Yahweh Elohim formed man of the dust of the ground.
Now he formed this man from the dust of the ground, but he created the other man in 1:26. Now pay attention. 2 Adams, read.
And breathed into his nostrils the breath of life.
He breathed into this man's nostril. He didn't breathe in no nostril over here in 1:26. These are 2 different men. 1:26. Now go back. I'm finna hold it. Popcorn. Go back to 1:26.
And Elohim said, Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea.
This what he did for this man. What else he told him to do?
And over the fowl of the air.
This wasn't the original man, y'all. There was man Cain. Look like a man, walk like a man, talk like a man, act like a man, but he was mankind. He wasn't the original man. He was an offspring of the original. Read, watch this.
And over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So Elohim created man in his own image. In the image of Elohim created he him.
He, him.
Male and female created he them.
Male and female created he them. He created them, made them male and female. Now, keep yourself. Now go back to Genesis 2:7.
And man became a living soul.
And this man had a soul. The other man didn't have no soul. He didn't give him no soul. This man had a soul. Now start back over. Go to 2:7. Now watch this.
And Yahweh Elohim formed man of the dust of the ground.
He formed this man from the dust of the ground. He didn't form this man over here 1:26. He created. He formed this one. He created this one. Read.
And breathed into his nostrils the breath of life.
He breathed into this man. Now he didn't breathe over here in these man nostrils. He breathed in this man because there was a man. This wasn't no male. There was a man. Read.
And man became a living soul.
The man became a living soul. Talking about us. We have Cain, but look, this man over here didn't have no soul. He didn't put no soul in this man. Read.
And Yahweh Elohim planted a garden eastward in Eden.
He planted a garden. Read.
And there he put the man whom he had formed.
He put the man that he had formed.
And out of the ground made Yahweh Elohim to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food, the tree of life also in the midst of the garden.
Now we're going to talk about that tree of life, because it wasn't over there. It's over here, though. Read.
And the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
Good and evil. Now, I'm going to let y'all know who the tree is.
And a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from thence it was parted and became into 4 heads. The name of the first is Pison.
Okay, but I'm gonna skip on. Let me get to 15.
Verse 15. And Yahweh Elohim took the man.
He took the man by himself, one man, but over here was male and female. It was 2 of them, just one man. Read.
And put him into the garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. And
why did he put this man in the garden? He put him in the garden because he came from the dust of the ground, the garden. He came from the garden. Now read, watch this.
And Yahweh Elohim commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat.
Listen, he told him, you can eat the apples, the oranges, and the peaches off them trees. Now watch this. Keep reading.
Of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, thou shalt not eat of it.
You can't have sex. That's what he meant. When he told Adam that, this is talking about sex. And I'm going to let you know it's talking about sex. Even though he ain't got no wife yet, but he told him don't have sex yet. Way before Eve came on the scene. Read.
From the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die.
The day you start having sex, you going to die. Eat it. I'm going to prove what eating is.
And Yahweh Elohim said, it is not good that the man should be alone.
Now, remember, he told him don't have sex, because I'm getting a layman term now. Listen, he told him before he made the woman, don't have no sex with her yet. Watch the read.
I will make him a helpmeet for him.
He gonna make this man to help me. He didn't make the other man over here in Genesis 1:26 help me. He was already created to help me. Came with him. Be fruitful and multiply. So it was people on earth before this even happened. The serpent came from 1:26, and I'm gonna talk about it. Read.
And out of the ground Yahweh Elohim formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them.
The second Adam is the Adam that named all the animals. He named the elephants, the giraffes, the lions and tigers and bears and sheep. The second Adam was the Adam that named all the animals. The first Adam didn't name them. He just gave him dominion over the animals. You rule over the animals, but you can't name them because the second man gonna name them. Read.
And whatsoever Adam called every living creature,
that was their name.
That was the name thereof.
That's right. Read.
And Adam gave names to all cattle.
He gave name to black Angus beef.
And to the fowl of the air.
The eagle.
And to every beast of the field.
Adam, the second Adam named every beast to the field.
But for Adam there was not found a helpmeet for him.
He didn't have no woman. The man in 1:26 had a woman. He had a woman. This man didn't have no woman. Let's see how this man is gonna get a woman. Because the male and female was already on the scene. They already having sex and multiplying and doing them. Now keep reading.
And Yahweh Elohim caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam.
He caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam. The second Adam, not the first Adam. Read. Let's watch what he gonna do.
And he slept.
And he slept.
And he took one of his ribs.
He took a rib from this Adam. He didn't take no rib from the Adam over here in 1:26.
And closed up the flesh instead thereof.
This was the first surgery on earth. The Almighty made the first surgery.
And the rib which Yahweh Elohim had taken from man.
He took a rib from this man and then take a rib from the other man because he was already created with this woman.
Made he a woman.
He made a woman out of the second Adam rib.
And brought her unto the man.
And brought him to Adam.
And Adam said, This is now bone of my bones.
He said that because this woman came from him.
And flesh of my flesh.
That's right, because she came out of me.
She shall be called woman.
She shall be called woman, not female. Not female, woman. A dog can be a female, but it can't be a woman. Read.
Because she was taken out of man.
She was taken out of a man.
Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife.
That's right. Leave your mom and dad and get with your wife.
And they shall be one flesh.
They're going to be one flesh.
And they were both naked.
Hold it. That's woman killed, yeah. They were naked. Now why? Pay attention to naked. They was naked. Now watch this. Read.
The man and his wife, and were not ashamed.
Why come they wasn't ashamed? They wasn't ashamed because they didn't know they was naked. That's why. Now watch this corn up in the pot. They were naked and didn't know it. Watch this. Read the 3 and 1.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Yahweh Elohim had made.
Hold it. The serpent. There was a slick, cunning man that came from 1 and 26. There was the man that was already here before Eve got here. He was clever. He was slick. Look up the word serpent. Let me show y'all something. What do serpent mean? What do serpent mean?
Serpent, a snake.
It's a snake. It's 2 kinds of serpents, y'all. A snake.
Especially a large or poisonous one.
That's one snake.
A sneaky person.
A sneaky person is a snake. A sneaky person is called a snake. Now keep reading. That's all it say. It don't say read the rest of it.
Serpent comes from a Latin word meaning to creep. Serpents and snakes creep along the ground, usually without making any sound. A person who is sneaky and might creep up on a silent on us silently is sometimes called a serpent.
Right. A person is a snake. Is a snake. That's comparing a person with this real snake. A snake is 2 kinds of snake. You got the snake that crawl on the ground, and you got the upright snake that's sneaky and cunning. Now keep reading. Watch this. He was most subtle. He was slick.
And he said unto the woman.
Now this serpent, 1 and 26, the slick man caught Eve by herself. The husband was somewhere else.
Yea, hath Elohim said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden?
Now, he asked another question. He already knew because he was here before Eve. Eve only knew. She brand new. She don't know nothing about it. And he asked her, has God said don't have sex yet?
And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden.
We may eat of the apple tree, the orange tree, the pear tree, the peach tree, them kind of trees, because there's 2 kinds of trees, y'all. Read.
But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden.
The midst of the garden is talking about your right here, down here. When you stand up, the middle of your body is your vagina and your penis. The midst of the garden. You are a tree, and I'm going to show you that you are a tree. Now keep reading.
Elohim have said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
Touch it. Get it hard.
And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die.
The slick person in 1 and 26 told, oh, you ain't going to die. You're going to be all right. The Almighty don't know what he's talking about. She listened to the wrong somebody. Now watch this, y'all.
For Elohim doth know that in the day ye eat thereof,
the day that you have sex,
then your eyes shall be open.
Your eyes gonna be open, and I'm gonna prove to you when your eyes can be open.
And ye shall be as gods.
You're gonna be as gods, knowing good and evil.
Knowing good and evil.
Read. Watch this.
And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food.
When she saw it was good for food, meaning sex, Dan talking about your penis and your vagina, but I'm going to get on down through that on that, though.
And that it was pleasant to the eyes.
Pleasant to the eye. She ain't talking about no apple tree, no orange tree. She talking about that anaconda. Read.
and a tree to be desired to make one wise.
It make you wise. Know the difference. Watch this, y'all, because you do evil and good with your body. But I'm gonna break that down another day. Now, keep reading.
She took of the fruit thereof.
She took of the fruit that the man had
and did eat,
and had sex,
and gave also unto her husband with her.
Okay, now she had sex with the serpent first. Then she went home and gave her husband some. Watch this.
And he did eat.
And he had sex with her. So she had sex with the serpent first. Then she turned around and had sex with her husband, which was Adam. And now she's pregnant. Now watch this, y'all. Keep reading.
And the eyes of them both were open.
The eyes open. They done bust them nuts, both of them. And boy, they feeling good. Now watch this.
And they knew that they were naked.
How they knew they was naked? Because they had sex. That's how they knew. At first, they didn't know nothing. They wasn't ashamed because they didn't know nothing. But when they had sex, their eyes were open and I'm naked. Now watch what happened. Read.
And they sewed fig leaves together.
Why did they sew fig leaves together? Because they're going to hide that lick down there. That penis and that vagina. Read.
And made themselves aprons.
Where do you put an apron at? You put an apron around your waist to cover up that lick up.
And they heard the voice of Yahweh Elohim walking in the garden in the cool of the day.
Watch this. Read.
And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of Yahweh Elohim amongst the trees of the garden.
They ain't never hid themselves. Why all of a sudden they hiding themselves? Watch this. Read.
And Yahweh Elohim called unto Adam.
Adam! Adam! Read.
And said unto him.
And said unto Adam.
Where art thou?
Where you at, Adam?
And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden.
I heard you coming, yeah.
And I was afraid.
Now what you scared of? You weren't scared yesterday or the day before, but now today you scared. Read.
Because I was naked.
I was naked. How you found out he was naked? Because he had sex. The woman had sex with the serpent, then left her home and can't have sex with. Now watch this. Oh man, say, how you know you was naked? Read.
And I hid myself.
And I hid myself because I'm naked and I'm ashamed. Read. Watch this.
And he said, who told thee that thou was naked?
Yahweh said, Adam, who told you you was naked? Now watch this.
Hast thou eaten of the tree?
Have you had sex? Have you had sex, Adam?
Whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat.
I told you long time ago, don't have sex. The day that you have sex, that's the day everything gonna start dying. I told you before I even gave you the real. I told you this before I even made Eve. Do not have sex, Adam. I told the man in 1:26, be fruitful and multiply. I didn't tell you nothing. I told you to name the animals and till they garden. Read.
And the man said, the woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree.
The woman you gave me, she gave me some sex, and I didn't eat.
And I did eat.
That means he had sex with her. Now, he's trying to downplay it on the woman. But no, the Almighty gave you rules and commandments and statutes what to do and what not to do. Don't put it on no woman. Oh, the woman you gave me, no, you had a choice, Adam. But you made the wrong choice. Read.
And Yahweh Elohim said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done?
What you have done, Eve?
And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me.
The serpent tricked me. Beguiled, he tricked me. She didn't have no business to listen to him no way. That's when conversation rule the nation. When you listen to her, they public cool. You get easy ready to go. Now read, watch this, keep reading.
And I did eat.
And I had sex with the serpent.
And Yahweh Elohim said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this.
Because you did it, serpent, because you was already on scene. You was crafty, smart, intelligent, and slick and sneaky. So you tricked Eve, read. And Eve tricked Adam.
Thou art cursed above all cattle.
You cursed above, he gonna turn him into a snake.
And above every beast of the field.
You cursed above all the beasts of the field.
Upon thy belly shalt thou go.
Turn him into a snake, open your belly. And that's how a snake can go 6 or 7 months without eating. They eat dust from the earth. They ain't got to have no food. It take a snake can go, some of them can go a year without eating.
And thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life.
And thus shall a snake eat all the days of his life.
And I will put intimacy between thee and the woman.
I'm going to put hatred between you and the woman. Intimacy between hatred.
And between thy seed and her seed.
And between her seed and thy seed. Hatred.
And it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
When you get pregnant, you gonna holler and cry when that baby coming out, because that's what you seeing with that vagina. You didn't see him with nothing, no nail, but that ussy. Read.
And sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
Why you gonna do that? You gonna bring forth children, because that's the thing that you seeing with y'all.
And thy desires shall be to thy husband.
And your desire gonna be to your husband, and he gonna rule over you.
And he shall rule over thee.
And he gonna rule. That's when you supposed to rule over your woman. She ain't supposed to rule over you. You supposed to be the head, and she supposed to be right behind you. Ain't no woman supposed to be running nothing on no man. This is what the Yah said. Read it again.
Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
Because you got pregnant and had a baby, you violated with their pussy.
And sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
That's right. Read.
And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife.
Because you listen to your wife, Adam. I got something for you too. I got something for the serpent, Eve, and Adam. Read.
And has eaten of the tree.
Because you had sex before your time. I told you don't have sex, and you had sex anyway. Eventually, the Almighty was going to let him have sex, but he had something else in common, in plan.
Of which I commanded thee, saying,
I told you don't have no sex, Adam.
Thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake.
The ground going to be cursed for your sake.
And sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life.
And you're going to eat from the earth.
Thorns also and the thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field.
Eat the herb of the field. Now you talking about apples and oranges and peaches and greens and spinach and stuff like that.
And the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread.
And you're going to work hard. Work like a dog for your money.
Till thou return unto the ground.
Till you die and go back to dirt. Because you came from dirt.
For out of it was thou taken.
And out of it you was taken. You came out the earth. You going back to the earth. Why? Because of sex. All this started because of disobedient sex. I told you don't do it, and you did it anyway. So this is the curse that we got up on earth. That's when you started having kids. They die. Grandkids. Everybody. It started multiplying. Read. Watch this.
For dust thou art, and to dust shalt thou return.
You only came from dirt, and you going back to the dirt. Because this ain't nothing but dirt. This flesh ain't nothing but dirt, y'all.
And Adam called his wife's name Eve.
Why did he call her name Eve? Because she was the mother of all living. This woman over here in 1 and 26 with male and female, she didn't have no name. They didn't have no name. Read.
Because she was the mother of all living. Unto Adam also and to his wife did Yahweh Elohim make coats of skins.
He made coats of skin. You can wear skin so much you can't wear alligator, snake. The Almighty made skins out of animals.
And clothed them.
And clothed them with them alligators and snake skin.
And Yahweh Elohim said, behold, the man has become as one of us.
And there ain't no right from wrong, no good and evil. What verse you at?
22.
Okay, go.
To know good and evil. And now, lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever.
Live forever mean it's gonna forever be people on earth. It's not gonna never ever not be people on earth. When we die, our kids, they die, their kids, they die. They just look at your great grandmama and daddy. You don't know who they are, but they was here. That's how you got here. Earth. Read.
Therefore Yahweh Elohim sent him forth from the Garden of Eden to till the ground from whence he was taken. So he drove out the man.
He put him over the earth because that's where he was taken. Okay, now I want to read. I want to get the what I'm supposed to be. Yeah, that's. I'm gonna go. Let me show him something. Let's go. I'm gonna prove that we are trees. Go to Isaiah. That's what I want to do first. Let you know that we were called trees. Isaiah 61:3. Yeah, Isaiah 61:3.
Isaiah chapter 61, verse 3. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness.
That we may be called trees of righteousness. We are called trees of righteousness. Read.
The planting of Yahweh.
He planted us.
That he might be glorified.
We're going to be glorified through the Most High Yah. We are called the trees of righteousness. Now go to Isaiah 56:3.
Isaiah chapter 56, verse 3. Neither let the son of the stranger that have joined himself to
No,
Yahweh.
I meant 4. That's what I meant. 56:4. No, hold on. Yeah, I want 3. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, go ahead.
Neither let the son of the stranger that have joined himself to Yahweh speak, saying, Yahweh have utterly separated me from his people. Neither let the eunuch say, Behold, I am a dry tree.
You know what a eunuch is? That's a man that ain't got no balls. And Almighty said, don't let him call him a dry tree. Dry tree mean you can't have babies. When you call a dry tree, that means you the head of you can't have kids. A man can't make a baby and a woman can't have no baby. That's called a dry tree. We are called trees of righteousness, and right in this incident, we are called a dry tree. Now, we looked up the serpent in. Let's go to Psalms on that serpent. Psalms 58. I think I want you to see. Psalms 58:4.
Psalms chapter 58, verse 4. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
A poison like a serpent.
They are like the death adder that stoppeth her ear.
Okay, now go to Psalm 140. Okay. I forgot to read about the mark. Let me get that too. 40 and Psalm 40 and start the first verse.
Psalms chapter 140, verse 1. Deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent.
Like a serpent.
Adder's poison is under their lips.
Okay, that's all I need. Now, go to Proverbs. I forgot Proverbs 30 and 20. Let me show y'all what eat mean. We just read about eating. Proverbs 30 and I think it's 20. Yeah, let's see again. Yeah, Proverbs 30 and 20.
Proverbs chapter 30, verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman.
What is adulterous woman? A adulterous woman is a woman that's married and got a boyfriend on the side, or having sex with another man. She having sex with 2 men. That's what adulterous is. Watch this.
She eateth.
She eat it. Eat it mean have sex. She eat it.
And wipeth her mouth.
And wipe her mouth. A vagina is called a mouth. She douche and take a bath.
And saith.
And tell her husband,
I have done no wickedness.
I ain't did nothing. I'm innocent. I ain't did nothing. She take a bath in the dish and say she ain't did it. Eating. Read that again.
Such is the way of an adulterous woman.
This is the way of an adulterous woman. Let me show you what an adulterous woman is. Go to Leviticus 20. Go to Leviticus 20 and 10 and show them what an adulterous woman is. I'm letting you know when you see the word eating, it ain't always talking about your mouth. Eating pertaining to sex, that's wisdom. Now, what did it say? Leviticus 20 and 10.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 10. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely
read.
The adulterer and the adulteress shall surely put to death.
Okay, when a man has sex with another man's wife, that's adultery. Just like when a woman has sex with another man, that's adultery. I'm just letting you know what adultery is. Now go back to that Proverbs 20 and 10. 30 and 20.
Proverbs chapter 30, verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman.
This is the way of an adulterous woman. This is what an adulterous woman do. A woman is not faithful to her husband. The woman is not loyal. The woman that creep in the night. The woman is sneaking around having sex with other men. This is what an adulterous woman do.
She eateth.
She eat it. She get herself away. She eat it, have sex.
And wipe her mouth.
Dish it. Clean it up.
And saith.
And then tell her husband,
I have done no wickedness.
I ain't did nothing. They lying on me. I ain't did nothing. Now, let's go to Deuteronomy. Now, I'm gonna prove to you that fruit comes from kids and fruit. We are called fruit. I think I want Deuteronomy chapter 7. Let me see. Deuteronomy 7, 13.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 13. And he will love thee and bless thee and multiply thee. He will also bless the fruit of thy womb.
The fruit of the womb. Your body down there is called the fruit of the womb.
And the fruit of thy land.
And the fruit of the land. But first he talk about the body, then he talk about the land.
Thy corn and thy wine and thy oil, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep, and the land which he swore unto thy fathers to give thee.
Okay, now go to Psalm 92. Still talking about fruit. Psalm 92. And then I'm going to get on Cain. 92 and Psalm 92, I think. Let me see. 14.
Psalm chapter 92, verse 14. They shall still bring forth fruit in old age.
Fruit in their old age. You're talking about having babies when you get old. Ain't talking about no fruit on no apple tree, no orange tree. Bring fruit in the old age. When you get old, you still make a baby. Abraham was 100-some years old when he was making kids still. Read.
They shall be fat and flourishing.
That's right. Now read that again.
They shall still bring forth fruit in old age.
In old age.
They shall be fat and flourishing.
Okay, now go to Proverbs. Proverbs 11. Proverbs 11 and 30.
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 30. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life.
Tree of life. We call the tree of life the fruit of righteousness. Is us.
And he that winneth souls is wise.
That's right. We are called the fruit. We are called the trees of righteousness, fruit of the womb, all of that. Now, go back to because I ain't through with Genesis. Let's go to Genesis. Okay, Genesis 4. Genesis chapter 4. And 1.
Genesis chapter 4, verse 1. And Adam knew Eve, his wife.
He knew Eve, his wife. And he knew her, when he said he knew her, had sex with her. Adam knew his wife. You ain't gonna see the word sex in here. You gotta have wisdom not to understand what this book talking about. He talking about sex right here. Read.
And she conceived and bare Cain and said, I have gotten a man from Yahweh.
Remember, Cain was the serpent seed over in 1:26. She had already got pregnant with the serpent. So Cain was the seed of him. Read.
And she again bare his brother Abel.
Abel was Adam's son, the second Adam's son. Cain, they had two different daddies. Cain daddy was the serpent, and Abel daddy was Adam. Read.
And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in process of time, it came to pass.
In a process of time means long time.
That Cain brought of the fruit of the ground and offered unto Yahweh.
Now he brought an offering to Yahweh, and all white didn't like it. Now what he liked it, Abel's offering. Read.
And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof.
He brought the best. Adam brought the best, and Cain brought the not the best.
And Yahweh had respect unto Abel and to his offering.
He had respect unto Abel's offering.
But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect.
Yahweh didn't respect Cain's offering.
And Cain was very wroth.
Now what you mad for?
And his countenance fell.
He was angry. Cain was, because the Almighty one studying him.
And Yahweh said unto Cain.
Now Yahweh talking to Cain, y'all. He ain't talking to Abel.
Why art thou wroth?
What you mad for?
And why is thy countenance fallen?
And why is your countenance falling?
If thou doest well.
If you do well, Cain.
Shalt thou not be accepted?
Then I will accept you, Cain, if you do well.
And if thou doest not well.
And if you do not do well.
Sin lieth at the door.
Sin lied at the door. Now y'all pay attention to that word sin. Sin lied at Cain's door, not Abel's door. Read.
And unto thee shall be his desire.
And he shall be your desire.
And thou shalt rule over him.
And you'll rule over him.
And Cain talked with Abel his brother.
He talked to Cain and Abel's brother.
And it came to pass when they were in the field.
When they was out there in the field.
That Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him.
And killed his own brother. But they had different daddies but the same mama.
And Yahweh said unto Cain.
And Yahweh said to Cain, now watch this smart mouth fool.
Where is Abel thy brother?
Man, where your brother at, Cain?
And he said, I know not.
I don't know where he at. He lied. He lied to y'all. This is serpent son, y'all. He lied to y'all. I don't know where he at. He just killed him. He know where he at.
Am I my brother's keeper?
It's my job to keep up with my own brother? That ain't my job to keep up with it. He a liar. This man lied.
And he said, what hast thou done?
And he said, what you done, Cain?
The voice of thy brother's blood cried unto me from the ground.
The voice of the blood. Your blood is a voice that Yahweh hear when you die. The voice of the blood hear, Yahweh hear the voice. They say, can the blood talk? Yes. The Almighty said the voice can talk. The voice. He compared the blood with the voice. Yes, he hear you. When you die, your blood cried to y'all. It's a voice to come out your blood. You don't understand and know that yet. Read.
And now art thou cursed from the earth.
You cursed from the earth. Because of it, you cursed from the earth.
Which have opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength.
It ain't gonna always be right.
A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth.
What is a fugitive and a vagabond? That's somebody that's running from justice, running from the law, running from to be punished. A fugitive and a vagabond. Vagabond is a person that is always on the move, moving, trying to duck justice. Don't want justice up on his tail. Trying to run. Read.
And Cain said unto Yahweh, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth.
That's right, because you killed your brother.
And from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass.
Now, hold it right there. When he say your face should be hid, that means the Almighty turned his back on him. He ain't studying.
That everyone that findeth me shall slay me.
Now he's scared to death, Cain here. Now the Almighty gonna put a mark on it and let him know that anybody see this mark on Cain, hey, I'm gonna protect him. Don't kill him, because he had a purpose for this Gentile. Read.
And Yahweh said unto him, therefore whosoever slayed Cain,
whoever killed Cain, vengeance should take on him sevenfold. Read.
vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold.
He gonna knock their head off if you kill Cain.
And Yahweh set a mark upon Cain.
He set a mark upon Cain. Now, I was looking for this mark that the Almighty never spoke of. He never told you what the mark directly what the mark was. So I can't tell you exactly 100% what the mark was, because the book don't specify what the mark is. Now, if anybody out there on the internet can tell me what the mark is and show it to me, I'd like to know. Because in my reading and my searching and study, the mark of leprosy, that's kind of, but I'm saying this mark right here. Now, if it's leprosy, we're gonna talk about it. I had thought about leprosy too, but I didn't see the word mark with leprosy. Okay, keep reading.
Lest any finding him should kill him. And Cain went out from the presence of Yahweh and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch, and he built a city.
And see, Cain went back to the serpent, because remember, the serpent, the male and female was already here. So it was people on earth back then. It wasn't just no Cain and Abel. The male and female created he them. He had already had people being fruitful and multiply. So let me carry y'all back and show you what I'm talking about. Go to Genesis 21 and 26 again, so I can let the people know that it was people already on earth before this, Read Genesis 1 and 26.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. And Elohim said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So Elohim created man in his own image. In the image of Elohim created he him. Male and female created he them.
Created two, male and female. Now watch this, and watch what he said to them.
And Elohim blessed them.
He blessed them.
And Elohim said unto them, be fruitful and multiply.
Now what he talking about? If he told them be fruitful and multiply, that means people was already here. Be fruitful and multiply, have some sex. He told them to have sex. He told the man over here, don't do it. He said don't eat of the tree. That's sex. He told them to be fruitful and multiply. Keep reading.
And replenish the earth.
And replenish the earth.
And subdue it. And have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air.
That's all I needed. But in other words, he gave this man permission to have sex, and the other man don't do it. Okay, now let's go to let's see. Let's go to let me show you some of these marks. Go to Psalm 37 and 37. Now let me show y'all some of the marks that the Almighty got, because he didn't really specify the mark that he put up on Cain. We can assume it was leprosy, and I can assume a lot of places. I'm gonna show you a lot of places. Go to Psalm, what I say, Psalm 37. Yeah, that's what I said. Okay, watch this. Now he got some good marks and some bad marks, and I'm gonna break that down. Let me show y'all the. I want Psalm 37 and 37.
Psalms chapter 37, verse 37. Mark the perfect man.
He said, mark the perfect man. He put a mark up on the perfect man too, just like he did the wicked man. Read.
And behold the upright.
And behold the upright.
For the end of that man is peace.
When that man marked by the Most High, when he marked, he gonna have peace. That's right, but he's gonna be marked from him. But I'm gonna get on down. I'm gonna show you what the mark is in a minute. Let's go to Psalms 130. Okay, Psalm 130. Start the first verse.
Psalm chapter 130, verse 1. Out of the depths have I cried unto thee, O Yahweh. Yahweh, hear my voice. Let thine ears be attentive to the voice of my supplications. If thou, Yahweh, shouldest mark iniquities,
Should have marked iniquities.
O Yahweh, who shall stand? But there is forgiveness with thee, that thou mayest be feared.
That's right. You could be marked, you could be forgiveness.
I wait for Yahweh.
I wait for Yah.
My soul doeth wait, and his word do I hope.
I hope in Yahweh word, not the New Testament.
My soul waiteth for Yahweh more than they that watch for the morning. I say, more than they that watch for the morning.
You worried about tomorrow, you better be waiting on Yah. Can't wait till tomorrow I get there.
Let Israel hope in Yahweh.
We're supposed to be hoping in Yahweh and not nothing else.
For with Yahweh there is mercy,
All mercy belongs to Yah.
and with him is plenteous redemption.
That's right.
And he shall redeem Israel from all his iniquities.
That's right. Now, let's go to Ezekiel. Let me show y'all something right quick. Ezekiel chapter 9. Still talking about Mark. Now, let me show y'all what Yahweh did to the righteous. Now, this is a different kind of mark that the mark he put up on Cain. Go to Ezekiel 9 and start at the 4th verse. Now, y'all pay attention to this mark here.
Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. And Yahweh said to him,
Yahweh said to him,
go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem.
Go to Jerusalem, go through the midst of the city.
And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Now, set a mark upon the righteous men, not the wicked. This is a righteous mark. Set a mark upon these men. Watch this, y'all.
And to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city.
Now, the other people that ain't got the mark, go through the city with the people that ain't got the mark and do what?
And smite.
Knock their head off.
Let not your eyes spare.
Don't have no pity on them.
Neither have ye pity.
Don't have no pity on the ones that ain't got the mark. But see, this is what Revelation get the mark of the beast. See, they read this book and put that book together. That's where the mark of the beast come from in Revelation. When it talks about the 666 and the mark of the beast, I ain't paying that junk no attention. I'm talking about this mark. He ain't putting no mark on nobody in the New Testament. Read.
Slay utterly old and young.
Slay old and young because they ain't got the mark.
Both maids and little children.
Everybody.
And women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark.
Everybody that I put the mark on, leave them alone. That's right. The mark of Yah. This is the mark of Yah. We're going to read it again because this corn, y'all read.
And begin at my sanctuary.
They begin in my sanctuary.
Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. And he said unto them, defile the house and fill the courts with the slain. Go ye forth. And they went forth and slew in the city.
That's right. They did what Yahweh said do. Now start all over.
And Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Now, that's right.
And to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare.
Don't have no pity on Jerusalem, on these people when you get to the city. Don't have no pity. Whoever ain't got that mark on them, kill them. That's what the book said. I didn't tell it to you. I showed it to you.
Neither have ye pity.
Don't have no pity on all these kind of people. Watch this.
Slay utterly old and young.
Old and young.
Both maids.
Both maids.
And little children.
And little children. Knock their head off too.
And women.
And women. Their head off too.
But come not near any man upon whom is the mark.
Whoever got the mark of Yahweh on them, don't touch them. Don't touch them.
And begin in my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. And he said unto them, defile the house and fill the courts with the slain. Go ye forth. And they went forth.
Now let's go to Ezekiel 44. Watch this, Ezekiel 44. Now, let's start at the first verse. Ezekiel 44 and 1.
Ezekiel chapter 44, verse 1. Then he brought me back the way of the gate of the outward sanctuary, which looketh toward the east, and it was shut.
And it was shut.
Then said Yahweh unto me, this gate shall be shut.
This gate should be shut.
It shall not be open, and no man shall enter in by it, because Yahweh, the Elohim of Israel, hath entered in by it.
By it. Read.
Therefore it shall be shut.
It should be shut, this gate. This door, I mean, read.
It is for the prince.
It's for the prince. Now, we already know who the prince is, but y'all might not know the prince is King David. It's supposed to be shut because it's for the prince.
The prince, he shall sit in it to eat bread before Yahweh.
Now, this eating bread for real with your mouth, not sex. This is food.
He shall enter by the way of the porch of that gate, and shall go out by the way of the same. Then brought he me the way of the north gate before the house, and I looked, and behold, the glory of Yahweh filled the house of Yahweh.
The glory of Yahweh filled the house of Yahweh.
And I fell upon my face.
And I fell upon my face. Watch this.
And Yahweh said unto me, Son of man, mark well.
Mark well. Son of man, mark well.
And behold with thine eyes, and hear with thine ears all that I say unto thee concerning all the ordinances of the house of Yahweh, and all the laws thereof, and mark well the entering in of the house.
Listen, the laws go with mark. When you got the laws, you already marked. Mark and laws go together. If you keeping all the laws, you already a marked man from Yah. Read that verse again.
And Yahweh said unto me, Son of man, mark well.
Mark well.
And behold with thine eyes, and hear with thine ears all that I say unto thee concerning all the ordinances of the house of Yahweh, and all the laws thereof, and mark well the entering in of the house.
Mark well the end of the house. You got to have the laws to be marked.
With every going forth of the sanctuary. And thou shalt say to the rebellious,
say to the rebellious people that don't keep the law,
even to the house of Israel,
talking about us,
thus saith Yahweh Elohim,
thus said Yah,
O ye house of Israel,
oh you house of Israel, talking about us,
let it suffice you of all your abominations,
when you don't keep the law,
and that ye have brought into my sanctuary strangers, uncircumcised in heart.
These strangers' heart ain't circumcised, and what else?
And uncircumcised in flesh.
And their penis ain't circumcised.
To be in my sanctuary.
To be in my sanctuary.
To pollute it.
You gonna pollute Yahweh's sanctuary with the stranger and the man that ain't been circumcised?
Even my house, when ye offer my bread, the fat and the blood, and they have broken my covenant because of all your abominations.
All your abominations.
And ye have not kept the charge of my holy things, but ye have set keepers of my charge in my sanctuary for yourselves.
That's right. Now watch this.
Thus saith Yahweh Elohim, no stranger, uncircumcised in heart, nor uncircumcised in flesh,
and your penis ain't circumcised,
shall enter into my sanctuary.
You is not gonna enter in Yahweh's sanctuary.
Of any stranger that is among the children of Israel.
Of any strangers among the children of Israel. They got to be circumcised in their heart and their penis, according to my book and our book. Now, I think I'm ready. Let me see. Let me prove that our people was black. And let's go to Job 30 and 30. Because she said something about leprosy, which you might be true, but I can't put no stamp on it because the mark ain't in speaker lips. But go to Job 30 and 30. But it is a sin to be white. Sin represent white. I'm gonna prove it. Just go to Job 30 and 30. Let's see what they say.
Job chapter 30, verse 30. My skin is black upon me.
Job said, my skin is black upon me. Who was black in the New Testament? Nobody.
And my bones are burned with heat.
And my bones are burned with heat. Okay, go to Psalm 1 and go to Psalm. I mean, not a song. Songs of Solomon. That's what I mean. Songs of Solomon. Go to Songs of Solomon. Job said it was black. Songs of Solomon 1 and start the 5th verse. Songs 1 and 5. Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. I mean,
The Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. I am black.
I am black, Solomon said,
but comely.
But comely.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
All you daughters of Jerusalem.
As the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon.
Yep.
Look not upon me.
Look not upon me, because I'm black.
Because I am black.
Solomon said, because I'm black.
Because the sun have looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me.
My mother's children were angry with me.
They made me the keeper of the vineyards.
They made me the black sheep, like me.
But my own vineyard have I not kept.
That's right. Now, go to Jeremiah. I think it's Jeremiah. Let's see. Jeremiah 8 and 21. Jeremiah 8 and 21.
Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 21. For the hurt of the daughter of my people and my hurt, I am black.
I'm what? Say it again.
I am black.
What?
I am black.
What read?
Astonishment have taken hold on me.
Okay, now go to Lamentation. Five and 10, Lamentation. And I'm right behind Jeremiah.
Lamentation chapter 5, verse 10. Our skin was black like an oven.
Say it again.
Our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Now go to I think it was 4 and 8. Lamentation 4 and 8.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 8. Their visage is blacker than a coal.
A visage is a face. That's talking about face. Visage is blacker than coal. Y'all know what color coal is, don't you?
They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaveth to their bones. It is withered. It is become like a stick.
Okay, let me go to Nahum. I'm letting you know everybody in this book was black. Nahum 2 and 10. Yeah, Nahum 2 and 10. Yeah, Nahum 2 and verse 10. Then I'm going to talk about what she said, that daughter of Zion. Mm-hmm. Nahum 2 and 10.
Nahum chapter 2, verse 10. She is empty and void and waste, and the heart melted, and the knees smite together, and much pain is in all loins, and the faces of them all gather blackness.
All gather blackness. Okay, there. That's all I needed was that. All blackness. Let's go to Numbers 12 on that leprosy. Numbers 12. Numbers 12 and started the first verse.
Numbers chapter 12, verse 1. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman.
She was black, but she wasn't no Israelite, because the Ethiopian is black. And they got mad at her because she wasn't no Israelite woman. Read.
And they said, have Yahweh indeed spoken only by Moses?
You think you better than us. Almighty don't just deal with you, he deal with us too. But watch this.
Hath he not spoken also by us?
He talked to us just like he told you, Mo. You ain't no better than us.
And Yahweh heard it.
And Yahweh heard it. Watch what Yahweh do when he heard it.
Now the man Moses was very meek,
Very humble and meek,
above all the men which were upon the face of the earth.
above everybody.
And Yahweh spake suddenly unto Moses,
Suddenly to Moses
and unto Aaron,
and Aaron.
and unto Miriam,
Miriam was Moses' sister.
Come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation.
Come out to the congregation, y'all three.
And they three came out.
And three of them came out.
And Yahweh came down in the pillar of the cloud.
He came down in the pillar of a cloud.
And stood in the door of the tabernacle.
He stood at this. He was a man, because Yahweh is a spirit and a man. He stood
and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. And he said
to them,
Hear now my words.
Yahweh said, hear my words. This is Yahweh talking.
If there be a prophet among you,
if it be any other prophet among you,
I, Yahweh, will make myself known unto him in a vision.
I come unto them in a vision.
And will speak unto him in a dream.
I come to the other prophets in a dream, vision and dreams.
My servant Moses is not so.
My servant Moses ain't like them.
Who is faithful in all my house.
He faithful in all my house. I mean, I love Moses more than I love any of y'all.
With him will I speak mouth to mouth.
I popcorn with Moses, face to face, mouth to mouth.
Even apparently, and not in dark speeches.
And not in no dark speeches. I don't talk to Moses like I do everybody else.
And the similitude of Yahweh shall he behold. Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses?
Why come y'all wasn't afraid to speak against my servant Moses? That's my right-hand man. And I kill and do everything for Moses. Knock their head off. Read.
And the anger of Yahweh was kindled against them.
And he was mad at Aaron and Miriam.
And he departed.
He got out of sight. Got a little. Watch this.
And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle. And behold, Miriam became leprous.
That's a part of sin. She became leprous because she was black as coal at first. Now she white as snow.
White as snow.
White as snow. She had to be black.
And Aaron looked upon Miriam.
And when he saw her,
and behold, she was leprous.
She was just like this lady said. She was leprous. White.
And Aaron said unto Moses,
now watch this.
Alas, my master, I beseech thee.
I beg thee, Aaron, Moses. Now Aaron said, I beg thee, Moses.
Lay not the sin upon us.
Say it again.
Lay not the sin upon us.
Lay not the sin upon us, sin to be white.
Wherein we have done foolishly.
We did foolishly.
And wherein we have sinned.
We have sinned with that mouth. You sin with your mouth. Certain things you say out your mouth, that's when you get a stroke. So you turn that mouth another way. You say the wrong things out your mouth, you get a stroke. Read.
Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb. And Moses cried unto Yahweh, saying, Heal her now, O Elohim.
Heal her now. Turn her back black.
I beseech thee.
I beg thee, Yahweh, please turn her back black.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, If her father had but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days?
For 7 days. That's how long she going to be white. For 7 days.
Let her be shut out from the camp 7 days.
That's right. Let her be shut out for 7 days.
And after that, let her be received in again.
Then she can come back in.
And Miriam was shut out from the camp 7 days.
7 days.
And the people journeyed not till Miriam was brought in again.
Okay, now go to Exodus 4. Now he turned her white. Let's see what he's going to do to Moses. Exodus 4. Start at the... Yeah, 4 and 4.
Exodus chapter 4, verse 4. And Yahweh said unto Moses, Put forth thy hand and take it by the tail. And he put forth his hand and caught it.
Oh, to the rod there. Yeah, go ahead, read.
And it became a rod in his hand, that they may believe that Yahweh, Elohim of their fathers, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Isaac, and the Elohim of Jacob, hath appeared unto thee. And Yahweh said furthermore unto him, Put now thy hand into thy bosom.
Put your hand in your bosom, Moses.
And he put his hand into his bosom.
And when Moses put that black arm in his bosom,
and when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow.
Leprous as snow, white.
And he said, put thy hand into thy bosom again.
Put your hand in your bosom again, Moses.
And he put his hand into his bosom again.
And Moses put his hand in the bosom again.
And plucked it out of his bosom.
And took it out of his bosom.
And behold, it was turned again as his other flesh.
It went back black. That's right, it went back black. Now, I'm ready for comment and question. Do anybody have any comment or question about the subject? Let me see. Anybody got any comment or question about the two Adams? Mark and Cain? Everybody ain't gonna see and understand this book. The Almighty handpicked his people. He chose certain ones to pop corn. Everybody can't pop it because your heart got to be right. If your heart ain't right, you will never be able to understand the knowledge of this book. Your heart had to be right. That means you got to love Yah and keep all his commandments. Like the book say. Go to Ecclesiastes 12. 14 to 15. Anybody have any comment or question? This is what you got to do.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Don't nothing else count. Don't nothing else mean nothing.
Fear Elohim.
Now, when you fear Yah, you ain't going to break his commandment because that's a part of fearing him.
And keep his commandments.
And keep his commandments because this is the whole duty of man.
For this is the whole duty of man.
That's right. And then he's going to let you see things that you ain't never understood and saw before in your life. Read.
For Elohim shall bring every work into judgment.
You're going to be judged according to the commandments. He's going to bring every work into judgment. What else he going to do?
With every secret thing.
Everything that you thought you got away with. Being slick and sneaky like the serpent in the garden. And a lot of y'all have adapted the ways of the serpent.
Whether it be good.
Whether it be good.
Or whether it be evil.
Good and evil. Now, let's find out who created good and evil. Go to Isaiah 45 and start at the 5th verse. Let's see who created good and evil. You got a choice.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 5. I am Yahweh.
I'm Yah.
And there's none else.
And ain't no Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Ain't no JC. Ain't no New Testament.
There's no Elohim beside me.
Ain't nobody with Yah. He by himself.
I girded thee.
I girded thee, though thou hast not known me.
Though thou hast not known me.
You don't know nothing about Yah.
That they may know from the rising of the sun.
That you may know from the rising of the sun.
And from the west.
From the west.
That there is none beside me.
Ain't nobody with Yah.
I am Yahweh.
I am Yah.
And there is none else.
And there's none else. He started telling you don't need no other book.
I form the light.
Yahweh formed the light. It create darkness.
And create darkness.
Make peace.
I make peace.
And create evil.
And create evil.
I, Yahweh, I do all these things.
I, Yahweh, do all these things.
That's right. He do it all. Yahweh created good and evil. He created the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden. To know good from evil. That's right. When the Almighty command and tell you to do something and you don't do it, you done broke his law. If he tell you to go to Walmart and get some white milk and you bring chocolate milk back, you broke his law. If Almighty tell you to start jumping and you just stand there and don't jump, you broke his law. Anything that the Almighty tell you to do and you don't do it, you done broke his law. Now, what Phyllis Williams say? Female breasts of the earth are the heathen Gentile, so-called whites male. That's right, female is said on everything. The driver. Okay, yeah, that's right. Cause they, like I said, a dog can be a male, but he can't be a man. A female dog can be a female, but she can't be no woman. That's right. That's mean there's two Adams. Genesis 1:26 and Genesis 2:7. That's right. I prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that it's two Adams. Now, anybody have any comment or question? Now, try to fight against that. Come on with it. Prove to me that it's one. Anybody can prove to me there's one Adam, just one. Oh, I forgot. Go to the New Testament. Go to 1 Corinthians. Where is it at over there? Let's see. I think it's 1 Corinthians. Let me see. Let me go to it. I got it. Yeah, let me show y'all what the New Testament say. Now, this is true here. And it's a lie. It's telling the truth and a lie at the same time. I think it's, let's see. Oh, it's a 2 Corinthians. Let me see. Yeah, I almost forgot. Let me see. Oh, yeah. 1 Corinthians 15 and 15 and 45. Now watch this, y'all. This is the New Testament, telling truth and lies at the same time.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 45. And so it is written.
It was written.
The first man, Adam, was made a living soul.
That's a lie. The first man, Adam, didn't have a soul. The second man had a soul. Genesis 2:7. That's the man that had the soul. The first man didn't have no soul. So he told truth in there. Yeah, it's two Adam, but the first one didn't have a soul. He told a lie. Read.
The last Adam was made a quickening spirit.
That's a lie. That's all I need. Only blacks can get leprosy. White is unclean and cured. Right. That's right, sister. And so-called white or pale pink, like pink. Right. You're absolutely right, sister. Phillips Williams. That's right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Anybody else have any comment or question about the lesson? Scary house. Do you and the reader both agree that there were two Adams? This is controversial topic. Well, my son, he don't think it's two Adams, but I know it's two Adams because the book said. Now you want to go over it again? Do you want to read it again? Scary heart. Do you think the reader? Okay. Hey, I understand clear. I say, do you think they are fruit? Yeah, we are fruit. We fruit of the fruits. Yeah. Go to Psalm 92 and 14. We are called fruit. She ate some fruit. No, that's talking about sex. It ain't talking about no apple or no orange.
Psalms chapter 92, verse 14. They shall still bring forth fruit in old age.
Bring forth fruit in old age. They gonna get young and still have babies. Bring forth fruit. We call it fruit.
They shall be fat and flourishing.
Okay, go to Proverbs 11 and 30.
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 30. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life.
The fruit of the righteous is the tree of life. We are called the fruit tree, the tree of righteousness.
And he that winneth souls is wise.
That's right. Yeah. When they say eat of the fruit, that's talking about having sex. Well, yeah, Jason. Well, yeah, Lil John. Well, yeah, Jay Freezy, Mark Anthony. Where say that at? Where say gonna be cut off by a flood? Whoa, I didn't learn this in church. I got to tell that was okay. All right, sister. No, the church ain't gonna never teach you this. Ain't no Christian on earth can do this. No preacher, pastor, Christian, they can't do it. They can't do this. Why? Because they almighty ain't dealing with them. He ain't dealing with them people. Go to let me show you that he ain't dealing with them. Go to Psalm 140, I think it's 147. This reason they can't pop this corn and teach this book. Go to 147 and start at the 23.
Psalms chapter 147, verse 19.
147 and 19, yeah.
He showed his word unto Jacob.
Yahweh only show his word to Jacob.
His statutes and his judgment to Israel.
And he showed his statutes and judgment to Israel, not no Christian, not no Muslim, not no Messianic, not no Puerto Rican or Japanese white folk. He don't do that.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
He ain't dealing with nobody but a nappy-headed Hebrew Israelite. He only dealing with us.
And as for his judgment.
And as for Yahweh's judgment, they have not known them. Praise ye Yah. Read.
They have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh.
That's right. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know nothing about him. What's his name? If he talked about it, he heard me say it probably. What's his teacher name that talked about the two Adams? Okay, go to Miss Rob Love, so go to Genesis 5 and 1. Okay. Genesis 5 and 1. Yes, Miss Rob One Love say. Oh, okay. I don't know nothing about that. Genesis 5 and 1.
Genesis chapter 5, verse 1. This is the book of the generations of Adam, and the day that Elohim created man, and the likeness of Elohim made he him.
Okay, now do that. Let me say what it say. 5 and 1. Yeah, the day created like the male, female, blessed them, and okay. Well, that's the second Adam. Let me see. They were quit and they okay, beget so they that well. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, is his channel? Oh, okay. You ever heard of that channel called what is that? IT network on YT, something like that. This go to Daniel 9. Let me see what he's talking about. Daniel 9 and what? What verse? Scary hurt. Daniel what? 9 and what? Oh, okay. Let's go to Daniel 9 and start at the we're gonna start at the 24th verse. Let me see. And then I'm gonna break this down.
Daniel chapter 9, verse 24. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people, upon thy holy city.
Hold it right there. How much is 70 weeks? 70 weeks is 490 years. That's what this 70 weeks represent. 490 years. Read.
To finish the transgression.
Have transgression been finished? So this ain't happened yet. This is a future event. 490 years. This ain't happened yet. Now it say if I ask you, have transgression been finished? No, it hasn't. That means it ain't happened yet. Read.
To make an end of sins.
Have sins stopped? No. That lets you know this ain't happened yet. It's a future event.
And to make reconciliation for iniquity.
And to make reconciliation for iniquity. This ain't happened yet. This is a future event.
And to bring in everlasting righteousness.
Have everlasting righteousness been brought in? No.
And to seal up the vision and prophecy, and to anoint the most holy.
To anoint the most holy ain't happened yet.
Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem unto the Messiah, the Prince, shall be 7 weeks.
For 7 weeks, we talking about the King David. This ain't happened yet. This is a future event.
And 62 weeks.
And 3 weeks in troublesome time.
The streets shall be built again.
It's going to be built. Jerusalem ain't been built yet again. It's going to be built again.
And the wall, even in troublous times.
Even in troublesome time.
And after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off.
In 62 weeks, he's going to be cut off. Meaning it's a future event.
But not for himself.
Going to be cut off.
And the people of the prince that shall come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary.
This ain't happened yet.
And the end thereof shall be with a flood.
Gonna be with a flood. This ain't happened yet.
And unto the end of war, desolations are determined.
That's right.
And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week.
7 years.
And in the midst of the week, he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease. And for the overspreading of abominations, he shall make it desolate.
That's right. Hold on. Teach and no disrespect, and this got to be one of the best breakdowns. Oh, okay. Praise the mighty Yah, sister. Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah. So this is talking about this. Daniel here is talking about the Messiah, David, and this ain't happened yet, because to let you know it ain't happened yet. That 24th verse let you know this ain't happened yet. It says 70 weeks. That's 490 years. And go see you find that that Living Bible. It should be in that closet, the little green Bible. It can break this down even better. If you can find it's a green Bible about this little, it breaks this down. It's called the Living Bible. See, if I known he was gonna talk about this, I would have had it. And it's gonna tell you it's green and got Living Bible on it in that closet. Then it's gonna break this here down. I ain't got nothing to do with JC. That's a lie. If they say this got something to do with JC, they just told a lie. JC ain't got nothing to do with nothing in the Old Testament. Nothing. His name was never mentioned. You can't find him. Didn't no prophet, priest, or king talk about JC no day and no time. At no time did nobody mention his name. Nobody. If they mention his name, show it to me and get paid. There's no prophet, king, or priest talk about JC at no time. And if they did, show it to me and get paid. It should be a little bit, say living on it. Everything in this book too ain't nothing in this Old Testament talking about JC at all. Nothing. Oh, we ain't studying JC over it right here, bro. You got to go watch a lot of my video. I tell you what video to watch. Watch the barbecue and roasted JC. That's for Scary Hurts. Watch the roasted barbecue of JC, and you'll see how we feel about him. You can't find it? You don't see no Bible with living on it? It should be up there. A green Bible with living. Absolutely, brother. Well, don't worry about it. I'll do it another time. Come on back in here. We ain't worry about it. I know it's up there. You just ain't you overlooking it. That's why I keep them at. You looked at every book.
Took every book out of there.
And one in there. Want somebody to move it. Anybody else got any comment or question? Well, anybody got no comment or question? I'm gonna get ready to close out, brother and sister. I enjoyed myself and had a good time. And I want to okay, everybody listen. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise the worship of Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. And shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters.